So, hey, so babe, I'm about to have you listen to something. I want you to tell me what you think. From a woman's point of view, I'm about to have you listen to something. You tell me what you think about this right here. Because for me, I think this is modern day prostitution with class. But you as a woman, you let me know what you think. But here it is.
You're not getting in my panties without you coming out the pocket, period.
See, that's
and
crazy.
And it's not
That's
even a
crazy.
case where I call it selling. See,
What is it then?
No, because I'm not gonna say pay me and I'm gonna give you.
Asking
No.
for something, that's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Okay, explain.
You have to do it with class.
Right,
I call it doing
right.
it with class. So I'm gonna ask you for something.
Right.
If you don't give it to me, you don't provide it, I don't want to talk to you.
That's fine.
Okay, cool. You know,
Are they
respect
dating?
respect to her. It doesn't. I mean, it's a clip of a podcast, but they just take that clip and they just put it out there, right? But the message is like, hey, if you're not coming out the pocket, which means if you're not spending any money, don't expect to get some. So it's kind of like, are you out there looking for a relationship, or are you like? She says it's not. I'm not selling it. I'm just doing it with class, but
that's not class.
That's not class.
Only looking at a man's packet before you even deal with them. That's not class. You acting as a gold digger at that point. And you don't even, especially if you're not dating, and then you want him to pay you before you could sleep with him. What exactly are you looking for?
That's the problem. The problem, and I'm glad you say that, because it's important to actually get a woman's perspective and relating to these subject, but they're very consistent on the internet. You hear that a lot from women when it comes to, it's not just, okay, you got to pay me to sleep with me. That's not the only thing. It's more so like, you got to pay me to have access to me. I gotta see what you can do for me to have access to me. And I'm like, look, a man that cares about you, he's gonna do whatever whatever it takes. You don't have to ask that man.
But if you show me that you only want my money, I'm not gonna even.
Exactly. If you showing me that you only want my money, you only care about what I can do, just coming in, because like, okay, and I get it, you may not be used to dealing with real men. So now you feel like you have to express, this is what I want. No, you don't have to express what you want from a real man, because every man is not going to provide you with the same thing. I know as a man, it's my job to make sure the bills are taken care of. I know as a man, make sure it's my job that there's food on the table. I know as a man, if something's wrong with the car, it's my job, if I'm home, to take the car to the shop, to look, crawl up under that car, lift up the hood and try to see what's going on. I know it's my job as a man, if the grass needs to be cut, to go out there and cut the grass. But you know what? I'm obligated to do that, because guess what? I got a ring in your finger. I'm obligated to do a certain things because I got a ring in your finger. But you got a lot of these chicken heads, good for nothing, dirty foot, dirty behind, but not watching behind type of women that comes out here and think that a man is obligated to do a certain thing just because the man is interested. A man is not obligated.
They're looking for financial support. They're not looking for real love, because you find good men, but because they're not financially. I mean, you don't have to go for someone who is broke, but you have to understand. You have to learn to love the person.
Back in the days,
if he spends on you and then you don't even like him, that means he wasted his money.
They don't care. That's the thing. A lot of these women don't care about a man's situation. Matter of fact, don't even talk to them about that. Exactly. That just means you're not man enough. That means you're supposed to have it all figured out, all together, 100%. You shouldn't have no problem at all. You're supposed to be financially set, emotionally, mentally, everything's supposed to be perfect.
Because you're a man.
Just because you're a man. But then again, you want this man to look at you as somebody that's gonna care about him, that have the capability to love him. Like, why would a man think that you have the capability to love him when you clearly showing them that you don't care about the fact that he might be not doing perfect. He might not be all perfect. He might got money, but he hit what he does at his job. Even though the job is paying him, he might hit the job, but yeah, he's making good money. He might have a business, but he's dealing with a lot in his business. Although he got a business, he's making money, but he's dealing with a lot. Are you able to support that man mentally, emotionally? If this man gotta leave this job, although he's getting paid good money, but he's risking his life, everything is just tearing this man apart. Would you let this man know, hey, I got your back, baby, leave that job because you're more important than that job. I know you getting paid good money in that job, but leave that job. But I got your back until you get another one, but I got you. But would you do that? The thing is, they'll leave the man now. Now they actually. Now, if you leave, you lose your job. They gone. They left too. Like, let's make it make sense, because I personally am tired of hearing, a lot of these so-called women. I don't even want to call these women, because that's not even women. That's a disrespect to women to call women like that women. Dirty foot chicken head, that's what we're gonna call them. We're gonna bring that word back. Back in the 90s, we used to call them chicken heads. Them some chicken heads, right? You will never, any woman that's watching this right now, well, you will never get a man, okay? So there's one thing to get one, and it's nothing to keep one. This type of mindset, you could never keep a real man. Yeah, you might be able to catch Ray Ray on the side of the street that's out here selling nicks and dimes in the corner store. You might be able to, even Ray Ray ain't gonna stay with you. Yeah, Ray Ray gonna come through. He gonna be like, yeah, what it is, like, you know what I'm saying? $200, $300, $500, $1,000, I got you, girl. And then Ray Ray gonna smash that, and then he gonna run away. You know what I'm saying? Because any man know what prostitution is. Anytime you expect a certain transaction, gifts, or something for something else, that's what it is, prostitution, right? A sucker gonna do it and not get something. A real man, he gonna be like, hey man, listen, man, oh, what, you want this? You want your phone bill paid? You want your rent paid? You want your mortgage paid? What's up? What, you know what I'm saying? What am I getting? But then you gonna get mad and be like, okay, well, nah, you ain't getting nothing, boom. So what the heck this man spending his money for? What is he getting for the money he's spending? You're not his wife, so he's not obligated to do nothing for you. Okay, there's no obligation. So it's like, why am I expected? Why is a man expected to spend money to do all of that while at the same time you ain't got to do nothing? And we're not even talking about putting out. You ain't got to put out nothing. Well, what I'm saying is, you clearly, because I've done seen a lot of y'all, okay, on here talking about, I want a man that can A, B, C, D, E, F. But what y'all always failed to do, you always failed to say, what are you doing? What are you willing to do for that treatment? What part are you playing? Oh yeah, you get me. Who the freak are you? You get my energy. Well, you get his energy too. You get my time. Well, you get his time too. You get my presence. Well, you get his presence too. If he can cook, he can. You get what I'm saying? Like, a lot of us these days, we can cook, we can clean, we can do everything that a woman could do. The least you could do is love us. That's the least you could do. But if you can't even do that, then it's like, what's the point? And you wonder why a lot of these dudes are not staying committed. You wonder why a lot of these dudes, they with you today and gone tomorrow. Because a lot of y'all, that's what y'all worth. And y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment. Deuces.